Imagine a world where electricity is a commodity that is sold forever. What would that mean for humanity? Let's take a moment to consider the pivotal role electricity plays in our lives. From the moment we wake up, our day is shaped by its power. It brews our coffee, powers our devices, and lights our path when the sun sets. But it's not just about convenience. Electricity is the lifeblood of our modern society. It's the engine that drives our technological advancements. From the rise of the internet to the advent of electric cars, electricity has transformed our world in ways that were unimaginable a century ago. Our global economies, too, are deeply intertwined with electricity. It fuels industries, propels trade, and stimulates growth. It's the silent partner in every transaction, every innovation, and every leap forward. So what if electricity were to be sold indefinitely? This might seem like a simple concept, but the ramifications could be far-reaching. So what could be the positive consequences of selling electricity forever? Let's start with the concept of unlimited energy resources. Imagine a world where the power never runs out, where cities never sleep, and where industry is never interrupted by power cuts. The constant availability of electricity would mean an end to energy scarcity, and it would fuel progress in every corner of the globe. Imagine the boon to developing nations, where reliable power can transform societies, boost education, and improve healthcare. Next, let's talk about the boost to global economies. The continuous sale of electricity would mean consistent revenue streams for countries, both developed and developing. This steady income could be reinvested into infrastructure, education, healthcare, and other public services, leading to a significant rise in living standards. Furthermore, it would create jobs, not only in the electricity industry but also in industries that rely on electricity for their operations. Now consider the potential for technological advancements. With an endless supply of power, our capacity to innovate and create would be virtually limitless. Consider how electricity has already revolutionized our world, from the invention of the light bulb to the creation of the internet. With an ever-present supply of power, who knows what technological marvels we might unlock? We could see advancements in fields like artificial intelligence, space exploration, and medicine that would reshape our world and possibly even extend our reach into the cosmos. Lastly, let's not forget about the potential environmental benefits. If we manage to generate electricity from renewable sources, we could significantly reduce our carbon footprint and help combat climate change. The constant sale of electricity could also encourage more research and innovation in clean energy technologies, leading to a greener and more sustainable future. Indeed, the perpetual sale of electricity could lead to unprecedented growth and development. In a world where power is always available, the possibilities are as boundless as our imagination. The benefits of selling electricity forever could be far-reaching, touching every aspect of our lives and transforming our future. But every coin has two sides. So, what could be the negative consequences of selling electricity forever? Let's begin by looking at one of the most glaring issues: the potential for a widening wealth gap. Selling electricity forever could lead to an even greater divide between the haves and the have-nots. The ones who control the resources could amass unimaginable wealth, leaving the rest of the population struggling to afford even basic electrical services. This could lead to a dystopian society where the rich become richer while the poor become poorer. Next, let's address the elephant in the room: the potential monopolization of energy resources. If a handful of corporations or countries control the majority of electricity production, they could dictate prices, manipulate markets, and wield an unhealthy amount of power. This could lead to a world in which access to electricity, a fundamental necessity, is controlled by a select few. And we can't forget about the environmental implications. Even with advancements in renewable energy sources, the production and distribution of electricity are not without their environmental costs. Selling electricity forever could put a strain on our planet's resources, leading to increased pollution, habitat destruction, and even climate change. Remember, our planet's resources are finite. We can't afford to exploit them indefinitely without severe repercussions. But let's not forget the human element. The relentless pursuit of profit could lead to worker exploitation, as corporations strive to keep costs down and profits high. This could result in poor working conditions, low wages, and a general disregard for worker rights. Moreover, our dependence on electricity could make us vulnerable to cyber attacks. Imagine a world where a single click could plunge entire cities into darkness. It's a scary thought, isn't it? Clearly, the idea of selling electricity forever could have some alarming consequences. As we move forward, it's important that we address these potential issues head-on, ensuring that the benefits of a perpetually electrified world are enjoyed by all, not just a privileged few. We need to strike a balance between progress and sustainability, wealth and equality, power and responsibility. Only then can we truly harness the power of electricity without succumbing to its dark side. The balance of power, in terms of electricity, could be drastically shifted if it were sold forever. Imagine a world where the distribution of power is no longer dictated by natural resources or geography, but by the unending sale of electricity. This shift in the balance of power could lead to a drastically different geopolitical landscape. Countries with abundant renewable energy resources such as solar or wind could find themselves in an advantageous position. By harnessing these resources and selling electricity in perpetuity, they could secure a steady stream of income and global influence. The power dynamics that have traditionally been shaped by oil and gas reserves could be upended, with the sun and wind becoming the new keys to power. However, this shift could also lead to tension and conflict. Countries that are less endowed with renewable resources or lack the infrastructure to harness them efficiently could find themselves at a disadvantage. This disparity in access to power could exacerbate existing inequalities, potentially leading to geopolitical strife. Moreover, the shift to selling electricity forever could also lead to new forms of power concentration. Large corporations that control the production and distribution of electricity could gain immense power and influence. This could raise concerns about monopoly, inequality, and the erosion of democratic control over essential services. The balance of power could also be affected internally within nations. Regions that are rich in renewable energy resources could gain more power and influence over those that are not. This could lead to regional tensions and disrupt national cohesion. Yet, amidst these potential conflicts and tensions, the sale of electricity forever also presents an opportunity. It could incentivize nations to invest more in renewable energy, drive technological innovation, and foster international cooperation to ensure equitable access to electricity. The balance of power, in its truest sense, is not just about who controls resources, but also about how these resources are used and shared. The unending sale of electricity could be a step towards a future where power is not hoarded, but shared, where energy is not a source of conflict, but a catalyst for cooperation and shared prosperity. The sale of electricity forever could significantly alter the dynamics of global power. So, what does all this mean for the future of humanity? If we continue to commercialize electricity, the ripple effects on our society, our planet, and our future could be immense. Let's recap the key points we've discussed in this video to understand the potential implications. Firstly, we've considered the power of electricity, how it fuels our homes, our industries, and our daily lives. It's a force that has revolutionized our world, and its importance cannot be overstated. Then we delved into the positive consequences of selling electricity. It's an economic driver, creating jobs and stimulating growth. It brings light, warmth, and connectivity to billions of people, making our modern lives possible. But every coin has two sides. The dark side of this coin is the environmental impact. The generation of electricity often involves the burning of fossil fuels, leading to air pollution and climate change. And while renewable sources offer a cleaner alternative, their implementation on a global scale is still challenging. The balance of power is another critical aspect. Who controls the electricity supply can dictate terms and conditions, potentially leading to inequality and power imbalances. It's a delicate dance that needs careful management to ensure fair distribution and access for all. So, as we gaze into the crystal ball of our future, we see a landscape shaped by our decisions today. If we continue to sell electricity, we must navigate the challenges it presents while harnessing its benefits. We must strive for sustainable and equitable solutions. Transitioning to renewable energy sources, implementing fair trade practices, and ensuring universal access to electricity could be the keys to a brighter future. We must remember that electricity is more than a commodity. It's a life force, a beacon of progress, a spark that ignites innovation. Its perpetual sale could fuel our evolution as a species, or it could lead us down a path of environmental devastation and social disparity. Indeed, the future of humanity could be profoundly affected by the perpetual sale of electricity. As we've seen, the concept of selling electricity forever is a complex one, with both positive and negative implications. We've examined the enormous power of electricity, an invisible force that drives our world. We've touched on the positive consequences, the potential for limitless energy, increased innovation, and global connectivity. But we've also delved into the darker side of this coin, addressing concerns about equity, access, and environmental impact. We've discussed the delicate balance of power, the need for regulation, and the potential for monopolies. Looking into the future of humanity, we've pondered the implications of selling electricity permanently. We've considered the challenges, opportunities, and the profound impact this could have on our society, economy, and environment. In essence, the management of electricity, this vital resource, isn't just about powering our homes or gadgets. It's about powering our future, shaping our society, and defining our destiny. Ultimately, the future of humanity may depend on how we manage this vital resource.